Hi everyone, it's Chrissie and welcome back to another Sims 2 speed build. So we're back with another Sims 2 build after I don't even know how many months it has been since the last time I posted a Sims 2 video. But yeah, we're back with the Sims 2 and we're actually building another build for my Greenwood Valley neighborhood that I'm working on. So yeah, this is actually going to be a smaller home for that, and it's actually going to be one of the homes that will be on the little island thing. Now I know I haven't given you guys like a proper neighborhood tour or video overview kind of thing, so you kind of don't exactly know what I'm talking about when I mention things like, oh, this is going to be on the island, or oh, this is going to be like in the town center. But at some point I will get around to recording a proper neighborhood overview and showing you all of the different areas and where I'm planning to put things and all of that stuff. But for now, this is basically supposed to look like a little small island home. It's not supposed to look super tropical or anything like that, because the rest of my neighborhood and the map that I made isn't really super tropical. It's just supposed to look kind of like a little bit of a colder-ish climate, but still like an island, almost a little bit beachy kind of thing. I don't know exactly what I was thinking, but yeah, I was kind of thinking more like colder beach instead of like warm tropical beach, if that makes sense. But anyway, it's basically just a really cute, tiny little family home. And I know at the moment it's on a really big lot, but right now you can see that the lot is magically smaller. And the reason I did it that way is because if you guys are familiar with The Sims 2 and building on smaller lots, there's a tool, a separate tool that you can use, a separate program outside of the game called Lot Adjuster, where it actually allows you to change the size of lots. And the way I'm doing this is basically I'm building the house on a bigger lot, and then I'm using that tool to size down the lot once I've built the house. And that's also how I'm able to build things like the townhouses, like the Quincy Street townhouses that I've been working on, where you can build kind of to right on the edge of the lot, if that makes sense. If you're familiar with The Sims 2, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, so that's why I said that this is a really tiny home, because it's technically only on a 20 by 10 lot, so it's only 20 tiles wide, or 20 tiles long and 10 tiles wide. So it's really quite a tiny little house, and it's actually just a 2-bedroom 1-bathroom house. And yeah, it has a cute little tiny living room with a really tiny little kitchen and dining area, and then a kind of hallway slash arts and crafts type of room, because I did build this for specific Sims that I have already made and that already have hobbies and careers and all of that stuff. But before I forget, before I get into talking too much about the build, I do just want to mention that again, my dog is in the room with me, and this is kind of a given at this point. Because I record so late at night, he's usually asleep in my room whenever I'm recording. So yeah, he's asleep on my bed behind me right now. So if you hear any snoring or grunting or growling, he growls in his sleep, so that's just a thing that happens. But if you hear something like that in the background, then I'm sorry, it's just the dog. And he's so cute that I feel really bad waking him up and telling him to leave my room when I want to record. So yeah, I've just gotten into the habit of recording even when he's in the room. So yeah, hopefully he should stay asleep, because he's a fairly heavy sleeper. So yeah, he usually doesn't wake up when I start recording. But yeah, that's something that I wanted to mention. So yeah, back to the build. So you will see that we're done with most of the outside. We still have the tiny little side yard, backyard kind of thing that I'm just going to be putting a grill and a table and chairs in a while. But all of the landscaping and exterior detailing and stuff is done. And we've moved on to the interior. Now the interior color scheme it's mostly blue, I'm gonna say. Yeah, it's mostly blue. It's blue and yellow and some more neutral beiges, a lot of light wood colors, and some white as well. So yeah, that's kind of the color scheme for this build. I've noticed that a lot of my builds in The Sims 2 recently, or not even just recently, but overall, a lot of them have this like really light wood and like really light color scheme with a lot of blues and greens, especially, I've noticed, and I don't know why that is. I mean, apparently I'm just addicted to building with blue in any Sims game. If you've ever seen any of my Sims 4 builds, or even my Sims 3 builds, then you know that apparently I'm obsessed with building with blue for some weird reason. But yeah, so also I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I haven't gone custom content shopping in like literally since I started playing The Sims 2 again, which was in like 2019. So yeah, I haven't gone custom content shopping since then. So I'm in desperate need of some like more custom content. And I actually mentioned this over on Twitter and asked for like suggestions and recommendations. But if you guys have any, if you still play The Sims 2 and you have any favorite custom content creators, specifically for build and buy mode, and I'm specifically looking for more things like couches, like living room couches, and even some more dining chairs, dining tables, some more electronics, so TVs, computers, stereos, you know, stuff like that. And then also some more landscaping. I'm definitely looking for some more like landscaping items, so trees, bushes, flowers, all of that stuff. Then let me know down in the comments below, because obviously you can't like link to their Tumblrs or whatever, but give me their names and tell me if they're like on Tumblr or if they're on like the Mod The Sims or The Sims resource or whatever, and I will definitely go and check them out, because yeah, I'm definitely in like need of some new custom content. So yeah, let me know all of that stuff, and then yeah, hopefully I'll be able to find some new things. I haven't had the time to actually go and just deep dive into like Mod The Sims and stuff to find some more creators, stuff that I like using. So yeah, I should probably just find the time to do that, but honestly I don't know how I'm gonna find the time to do that. But on the topic of custom content, I do want to mention that the download link for this house will be in the description. I have a sim file share link where you can download this build, and obviously those downloads do include the custom content that I'm using in like this particular build. But I will also have in the description a Google document link which I have that has all of the custom content creators whose stuff that I use. So I have all of their like names and their like either their Mod The Sims page or their Tumblr or whatever, you know, wherever they post their stuff. I have all of those links in that Google document, and that's basically just so that you guys can go ahead and check out their other stuff as well, even if I'm not using, you know, let's say for example, I'm just going to use Honeywell as an example, but I'm using all of Honeywell's like doors and windows and stuff. Her stuff is actually the only build custom content, so like build mode stuff that I have in my game. So let's say for example I was using like one of her window sets, but you know, I'm only using that one set, so you'll get that once like one window. But maybe you want to go and check out some of her other work as well. You can do that by going to the Google document link. I suck at explaining things, so I probably just made that sound way more complicated than it needs to, but yeah, just go and check out the Google document link and go and check out all of the creators that I have listed in there if you're looking for more like build and buy CC, because yeah, I love all of the stuff that I already have in my game, so yeah, definitely go and check that out. But yeah, back to this build. Like I said, it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, and it's supposed to look like a cheaper house. I tried. I didn't really. I tried to go for a certain aesthetic and a certain look to it. So kind of like hand-me-downs and, you know, a lot of like thrifted things and maybe a lot of like homemade things and stuff like that. I didn't want anything to look particularly like new and like they just bought it or anything like that. So that's kind of the look that I wanted to go for this house. But I did go crazy with decorating. So I used a lot of paintings, a shit ton of plants. Sorry for like the word, but yeah, I used a lot of plants. I used a lot of like decor, so I used a lot of clutter, and I went kind of clutter crazy with this build. So it's still expensive. Apparently I'm completely incapable of building on a budget, but I'm not even sorry about that because I love the way this house turned out and I think it's really cute. So yeah, it turned out to be almost 62,000 simoleons, which I know it's a lot. It's a lot of money if your Sims actually have to work to make that money, but for me personally, I don't mind using like cheats to get that amount of money to have my Sims move into a nice place. So yeah, it's still expensive, especially considering that it's on such a tiny lot and it's only for 3 Sims. So the Sims that I had in my head are obviously 2 parents, a mom and a dad, and then a toddler girl. And the mom is actually really into like arts and crafts, which is why she has that little like craft room with like the sewing machine, the pottery table, and the easel, so that she can like practice her arts and crafts. That's actually her hobby. And yeah, this Sim, like that Sim, the mom, Elise, not Elise, I think her name is Elise, right? Yeah, her name is Elise, and she's actually related to the Morton family, and she's their daughter. So the Morton family is the family that I created for my lighthouse abode build that I did. I probably like either early 2020 or like late 2019 or something, but I will have that build linked on the screen. Basically, he's the dad, like Elise's dad is the lighthouse keeper in my like neighborhood, or like in my mind. That's kind of what he does. So he has a really cute house, like a little beach house right by the lighthouse, he and his wife. So yeah, I will leave that build linked on the screen like I said. But yeah, so all of the Sims in my neighborhood, or at least like a lot of the Sims in my neighborhood, are going to be like interconnected and know each other and be related and all of that stuff, because I do want to add some sort of like storytelling and backstory and stuff like that to my, like, almost said save file, to my neighborhood. I'm so used to the Sims 4. But yeah, so to my neighborhood, I want all of the Sims, you know, to have kind of stories to them and backstories and kind of be interconnected and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of the story that I had for these Sims. And as you can see, we're almost done with this build. We just have the little last bit of the master bedroom and then just the kids room to do, and then I think that's everything. But yeah, you can see that I did go kind of clutter crazy with everything. There's a lot of clutter in like all of the rooms, and yeah, you might have to delete a few things here or there if there's some things that are in the way. I didn't playtest this before I uploaded it because personally I kind of cared more about how it looks rather than having every single thing be functional. So yeah, I will probably, if I ever play with this, I might have to like delete something here or there, but all of the like big items, like the functional items like the bed and the like living room and kitchen, should all be working just fine. But yeah, you might have to delete some things here and there. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, like I said, I paid more attention to the overall look of the house than I did to like the functionality of it, which is again probably why it's so damn expensive. But yeah, so sorry if this voiceover is also a little bit all over the place. I have been very like, haven't been really like super in practice with voiceovers, if that makes sense. I haven't been recording all that much, so yeah, I've been mostly paying attention to like behind the scenes stuff. I've actually revamped my like channel banner and my end screen and all of that stuff, just minor like color changes, but I really love the way it looks. And yeah, I hope you guys stick around to the end to see my new end screen if that's something that you're interested in seeing. But also, I've just been working on a ton of like builds, like bigger builds, and again, I've just gotten back into The Sims 2. I go through phases where I play like The Sims 2 or The Sims 3 for like weeks on end, and I don't want to play anything else, and then I don't touch the games for like 2 or 3 months, and then I'm just busy with Sims 4 stuff for that while. But now I'm like in my like Sims 2 phase again, if that makes sense. So yeah, you can expect to see some other Sims 2 builds coming up soon as well, because yeah, I have a lot of things that I want to get done for it. So yeah, all for my like Greenwood Valley neighborhood. So yeah, you can expect to see some more Sims 2 builds, and then I do have some Sims 4 builds done. that I just need to edit, but they're all bigger builds and editing them takes so long that I've kind of been like putting it off, but I should probably get on that at some point so that I can upload those, because yeah, I really love the way they look, so I do want to share them. It's just a matter of me finding the motivation to edit them and then voice over a like 30-minute video. So yeah, there's that. But like I said, we're almost at the end of this video and I should probably wrap up my voiceover. I just remembered that I have a cupcake and a brownie in the fridge in the kitchen, so I'm going to have a very nice 2 a.m. snack after this voiceover, so that's going to be fun. But I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give the video a like, and if you're new to the channel and you'd like to see some more Sims content, feel free to hit the subscribe button, and remember to turn on notification bell as well to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. But I hope you're all having a great day, and I'll talk to you on my very next video. Bye everyone!
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer